Lovely. Okay. Right. I always do like a really rubbish welcome to the show, to be honest with you. And it's not good, but I don't know how
Excellent.
else to do it.
Well, it's funnier if it's rubbish, though.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Way funnier if it's unprofessional. The more unprofessional it is, the funnier it is, you know?
Okay. Well, now I just want to be really listen up, fuckheads.
Well,
No, hello. This is the Would You Rather podcast. It's where you choose one thing or the other. It's pretty self-explanatory. My guest today is Ben O'Sullivan. Say hello, Benji.
hi, thanks for having me.
That's all right, mate. That's all right. You might regret it. You might regret asking to
Yeah,
come on.
definite possibility.
Since I started this endeavor, I'm getting a taste for how Joe Rogan feels.
Yeah, are you feeling it? Are you feeling it?
Well, just the sheer amount of people that want to come on the podcast, even though it's rubbish. I don't
Oh,
know.
really? Oh,
Yeah.
you get people that are nice to you that were never nice to you before. Stuff like
Yeah. Yeah. I get that as a promoter anyway. Well,
yeah.
uh,
But
um,
yeah,
I was gonna say, what would you like? Because I've had a few um open mic comedians on there, let's say, and when I said open mic comedians, they were like, "Oh, is that what you'd call it?" And I was like, "Well, you don't really get paid, so do you get paid? Are you like in that? You moving into that, or are you in that? I don't know. Don't know you that well,
no,
do I?"
I've been paid before, but no, I'm an open mic comic. Um, I think, well, maybe some open micers don't like it because it implies they're not a pro. But if you're not a pro, then you are an open. We're open micers. We're all scum, you know. No shame in it. No
Yeah,
shame in being. There's no shame in being scum.
yeah. You got to start out as the scum, haven't you?
Yeah, it's true. It's fun being scum, you know.
I think, do you know, I feel like being scum is lost on us actually, because I feel like there's a lot more risks that we could take that we don't because we're so worried about getting to the next level. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's strange. Like I think I think it hurts your creativity in a way sometimes because sometimes you're so in your head about like how am I going to get that gig? How am I going to get that gig? Or
Mm.
then you start to worry less about being funny and being funny in a creative way. But
I don't suppose you have that worry though, because your stuff's really like off, really different.
oh yeah, I'm just a yeah freak of nature. Yeah, I have no problem. I have no problem with that. Like it's just being so weird. Like you'll get when I perform, is what usually you'll get like a bunch of people looking at you quite strangely, like what you talking about, mate? Like looking at me in that weird way. Like what are you going on about? Like this is what? And then you'll get one person like crying of laughter, and that one person, they're my boys.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah,
the person you play to. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, exactly. That one person, they get it. Okay, they get it.
That's a really, I think that's a really great attitude to have as well. Because sometimes, like, I've done well, and I've looked out, and I've seen a couple people not laughing. I'm like, why aren't they laughing? Rather than focusing on the people that are.
Yeah, well, um it's more fun to be, especially in like an open mic kind of world. It's you got to strive to sort of be different in a like funny in a different way,
Yeah,
and sometimes you just don't do well. But you've got to take if you've made one person like crying of laughter, like then that's a success because that's one person who really enjoyed your act. That's because otherwise you just if you if you take everything personally every time you do bad, like, oh my gosh, you'd go crazy, wouldn't you? Like,
Well, I know a few people like that.
yeah, I mean, we all do it sometimes, you know.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if you have um a distinct way of telling jokes, or if you're sort of different, then you got to have faith that there'll be a collection of misfits who like your shit.
Yeah. And it does make up for it. Like when like you said, when people are like, I'm not sure about this, and then you look over and there's like somebody like literally holding their stomach bent over laughing, and you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah, that one person does make up for the rest that everyone else isn't too sure about it.
yeah. That's the best feeling when you're trying a new idea and you're on the fence about it, and then it hits somebody in a way that makes them feel something,
Yeah.
and it's awesome, awesome feeling, awesome.
Um, Lovely. I assume you've played a Would You Rather before. Like it's pretty self-explanatory,
Oh,
isn't it?
I've been training every day for this podcast. In the morning, I've been playing it. At night, I've been playing it. Getting
Yeah.
my reps in the morning. You know, people do like gym selfies and stuff. Like, I've been doing Would You Rather selfies, getting that work in.
This is the sort of dedication I'm talking about. I wish I'd had
Yeah,
this with
I'm
all
here.
of my guests.
We're not here to have fun. We're here to play a game of Would You Rather. Okay.
So yeah, you just choose one thing or the other, and then you just explain your thinking pretty much. And like I told you yesterday, all of these questions uh, are anonymous, by the way. If you look at I don't know if I've shared my screen, but if you look at the bottom, it says submitted by anonymous.
Oh
They're
yeah.
all no one wants to take credit for some of the terrible questions that are on here. They could all be me. I could have spent a couple months doing this before. Um, but they're not. They're not all me. Or are they? We'll never know.
Well, who knows?
Um, so yeah, and then yeah, they're all done by 14-year-olds, so you'll see as we do it. But anyway, the first one is would you rather be a king or be a queen?
I would definitely. I'll definitely rather be.
Sorry. Sorry, you came in at that with like a definite answer, and then you stopped and was like, I don't know actually.
Yeah, I had a rare moment of cognitive thought, like midway through that sentence. I think I would rather be a queen because
Okay.
um so if I was a queen, would would I be a queen on my own, or would I have a king? Like, is this
It's a good
part of a couple, or is just like, I guess we don't know, but I guess I need a ruling. If am I a queen, just a queen, or am I a queen as part of a queen and a king?
Good question. Yeah, let's go. You're just a
I'm
lonely queen.
I'm just a lonely queen.
Yeah.
I would still rather be a queen because I think I'd rather wear like a cool tiara than a crown.
Hmm.
I think
Yeah,
I
I
like
get you.
a cool little tiara. You can wear brooches and stuff if you're a queen. Um,
It's the jewelry that's selling it to you, is it?
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I mean, too much jewelry. If you're a bloke and you're wearing too much jewelry, it just looks weird, doesn't it?
Does it? Does it?
I mean, kind of like too much of it. Like if you're a king, I don't know, you'd feel a bit silly where like I don't know. I don't know why. I think I would much rather be a queen. Queens are just cooler, I
Yeah, but
think.
then if you had loads of jewelry as a king, they could call you King Bling, and then you'd be like, "Yeah, I'm King Bling."
People would call me Queenie as well. Like that'd be cool.
Yeah,
I could
but
have
I feel like I feel like a queen is also like a term for like an elderly gay person.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
I could own corgis if I was a queen. Can't do that if you're a king.
That's true. Yeah, I don't think you don't get respect if you own a corgi as a king, do you?
No, it's your street cred goes down. Definitely,
Yeah,
your street cred goes down. If you're a king, you have to have like a Doberman or something.
yeah. King
Um,
Bling ain't
yeah,
about
king
corgi
bling.
life.
Yeah, yeah. No,
I
queen,
reckon.
definitely. Yeah.
Well, if we go by like our king and queen, it's
Mm.
it's basically either be dead or have cancer, isn't
Yeah, yeah.
it?
Sophie's choice. What's better? What's better? What's better to have cancer or be dead? It's the age-old question, isn't it? But like, mate, even being dead, I'd rather be dead than have the king's fingers. It's mental. That's absurd. Like, it's absurd how big his fingers are. Like, that's weird, dude. Somebody never said to him in his whole life, listen, mate, it's weird. It's weird, man. Your fingers are weird. He's just surrounded by yes men, and he's just got his entourage who are not telling him, like, listen, don't get your fingers in any photos. Like, keep them out of shot.
I
Just
bet it's keep
put
him
your
out
hand
of
behind your
shot.
back. Keep them out of shot. Okay, it's bad optics.
I bet Camilla loves them though.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
When one of your fingers is the thickness of a cock, then you know
But maybe his cock is
the
the
thickness of
thickness
a
of a
finger.
finger. Yeah. Maybe that's the swap. Which I mean, isn't a bad swap, really. I mean,
Maybe like a magical being made him do a would you rather, and they were like, "Would you like your fingers to be the thickness of a
yeah,
cock?"
like, listen, we'll make you king one day, but in order
You have
to
to
make
have...
that happen, your fingers will now become cocks and your cock will now become a finger. Do you accept?
I
And
accept.
he wanted that power, man.
Yeah, without a second thought, he
That's like,
accepted.
well, yeah, yeah, definitely, 100%, 100%. But you still got to think about the optics if you're royalty. It's weird. Keep them out of shot, man. Put mittens
Disturbing.
on, have mittens on all the time, and then this will never be a thing. Well, we won't even be talking about it right now, Sam.
I just can imagine King Charles at dinner with just mittens on,
Yeah,
just
he's just always got oven gloves. Camilla's like, dear, take those oven gloves off while you're eating, okay? No, I can't.
just at a knighting ceremony, just with a sword and oven gloves on.
Yeah, 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 yeah. The royal oven gloves,
Jewel encrusted oven gloves.
dueling crested oven gloves.
Uh,
Excellent.
um, but you're going Queen, are you? You're gonna go for Queen.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Corner fingers like that. No.
Okay. Um, so when we choose in the middle where it says or, it usually comes up with the percentage of people that agree. So
Okay.
66% of people agree with what we've just said. So
Oh,
44% of
excellent.
people.
The
Well,
majority.
40, that means 44% of people would rather have those fingers.
I mean, that's mental.
That's a lot of people walking around with fingers that they can't have pictures taken of.
Yeah, like, mate, so many oven gloves sold. Like, what do they do in photos? They always got to put that, just like, always got to put, like, it's just absurd.
So many oven gloves sold.
So
Yeah.
many oven gloves, mittens, so many mittens.
So many mittens sold. I reckon I reckon the king's got a thing for hand models because he's just like, ah, man, if only.
Oh, yeah. Because it's like something he can never achieve. It's like
Yeah.
he's chasing the dragon in the form of people with normal fingers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Uh,
Like Camilla late at night, he's like, look at those fingers. Oh, Look at Dua Lipa's fingers.
Trust me, right, when Camilla has an accident and she's no longer here. I tell you, when the news is reporting on it, they're going to be like, and the accident left her without her hands, and then we'll know exactly
Yeah,
what happened.
we'll understand. We'll be like those conspiracy guys. You know, people talk about like JFK and stuff like that. We'll be like that.
Apparently, he killed his new queen for her hands.
And people will be like, "No, you're crazy, man. You're crazy." And but we'll be like, "Listen,
And then
did
we'll
you
see him in
ever see
public.
him not wearing mittens? Okay, in the middle of summer, he'd still wear mittens.
He's still, he can't not be hot. It's
Yeah,
impossible.
it's sweaty hands, man.
The only way that you do that is if you had thick fingers and then after that stole your wife's hands. It's just logical at this point. I don't
Yeah,
know what we're arguing about.
it's just good logic. Just good logic.
Um, oh, okay. This got dark pretty fast.
Oh boy. Okay, here we go.
Would you rather be raped by Karel Struiken, Lurch from the
Okay,
Addams Family, or be fucked by Uncle Fester?
Uncle Fester. Okay, I'm gonna Google Uncle Fester first.
I'll get it.
Oh, you got it. You got it.
Okay, so it's have sex with this guy, which is platonic because it just says fucked. So
Oh, okay. So it's like
yeah.
friends with benefits. So okay, so we're thinking. So one day I'm just really, really horny. He's really
Hmm.
horny, and we just collide in a sort of in a sweaty, sexy dance. Okay, now could this guy make love to me? That's the question here.
I think it's always the ones that you think no are the most tentative lovers because
Yeah.
they've been without love for so long.
Yeah. So, would this guy be a gentle lover or not? Or would I just be his sub? That's the real question.
I don't think he'd start as a gentle lover, but I feel like he
If I get
would
him to open up,
if you got him to open up, I mean, if that face, that's the face of a repressed sexuality, isn't it?
yeah, we could be intimate together. I mean, he's an uncle, you know. I don't
He
know
is
what that means, but
he's an uncle. His first name's Uncle,
his first name is Uncle.
or maybe he's just so big that when he's fucking you, you'd be like, Uncle,
Oh
Uncle.
yeah, yeah. It says there he's always portrayed as a dotting and caring family member. I don't know what dotting means.
I think
Um,
doting, which
doting.
is yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
doting, not dotting. How
yeah.
how embarrassing for me. He's a
You-
caring family member, so he cares. He cares about his family. Well, that's what I like that in a lover. If
yeah, and
I want my lover to care about their family. So
exactly,
it's either make have this guy make love to me, fuck me, or be raped.
pretty much. And let's have a look who's raping you.
Oh no,
Karel Stroy. I don't know how to spell that. Who's it? Lurch, Lurch.
Julia Lurch.
Oh,
Oh boy.
oh Jesus.
Oh my goodness. Well, I think given the question is being fucked, I in this scenario, I want to get fucked by Uncle Fester. I want it to happen. By the definition of the question, I want it.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I've got to go with be fucked by Uncle Fester
You
because
gotta, yeah,
by definition, I'd want it to happen. If by the
yeah.
and
I'm,
we could get intimate, like we
I'm a
might fall
hundred
in love.
percent. I'm 100% on your team here. And plus, as bad as Uncle Fester looked, he looked better than Lurch.
Yeah, if and your name's Lurch, it's yeah, bad.
Yeah, it's not. Well, Festa's not excellent, but it's
This is not
just.
great.
But when you put Uncle, what about if it's see if you put Uncle in front of Lurch, Uncle
Uncle,
Lurch,
yeah, because you could call him Unky Lurch.
Uncle Lurch. Is it
Unky
that time
Lurch is
again?
here.
Time for an old raping?
Yeah, Unky Lurch is coming to rape us. Yeah, I would much rather be fucked by Uncle Fester than be
Yeah,
sexually assaulted. Yeah, definitely.
and he's doting and caring. So
Yeah,
yeah,
he's doting and caring, and this is
okay,
it. He's an uncle. He's good to his family, you know, a caring
all right,
family member.
a caring family member. The rest of the family, oh, only 46% would get most people. Uh,
Most people would rather be raped
yeah, it's that's nah,
than
that's
fuck
crazy.
someone. That's
Yeah, I know, man, I know. Maybe they're doing the same thing though. Do you know what I mean? Like they looked at the raped by Uncle Lurch and then they saw that it was 50,
everyone's just on a
50
podcast doing this.
yeah. They were just like, wait, they were like, it's 54%. They were like, wait, 46% of people don't want to be raped. What the fuck is wrong with these people?
It's to get people talking about the website. It's a whole conspiracy. Like,
Shit. I reckon, do you know what? Some of the grammar and stuff aren't necessarily so bad. It might not even be a 14-year-old. It looks like they've been written by an elderly gentleman with cancer and fat fingers.
yeah, yeah. This is King Charles's side project. You know, he did his weird organic biscuits. He's done his like cheese and stuff like that. And now he's like, I'm gonna create a website. It's gonna get the young people talking. He likes a project, King Charles.
He
Doesn't
does.
he?
He
He
does like
likes
a
a little
project.
thing to work at.
Yeah, he does like the pro. Is he he's the Duke of Edinburgh, isn't he? No,
Yeah.
that was his dad,
Oh,
wasn't it?
oh no, that was it. Was that Lizzie's husband?
Yeah, I think it was Lizzie's. I think it was
Oh
Lizzie's
yeah,
husband.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's brown bread now, isn't he?
yeah, he is. He is. But
He
good
he
stuff.
looked he looked dead for about 20 years though.
He did, didn't he? He did.
Like he's had a good innings considering he looked like a corpse for 10
He looks
years.
a bit like Uncle Lurch, to be fair.
Yeah. He does. Yeah, he did. He did, and he does. You know.
All right. Would you rather have braces made of platinum pull? Oh, platinum. Pull them out yourself and sell them on eBay. Okay.
Ooh.
Or have braces made of shit and accidentally swallow them one day.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, okay. So, so my braces are made of shit, and one day I accidentally swallow them. So I accidentally ingest shit. I accidentally swallow poo. It's either that, have braces made of platinum and pull them out yourself and sell them on eBay. So, oh my, this is a tricky one.
I feel like I feel like if you've got braces made of poo, right?
Mm.
Um, you're getting that slow seepage anyway.
Yeah,
Like the entire time they're in your, there's no way that you're not just like as you're chewing food, there's no way that there's not poo just coming off and going
yeah,
in.
yeah. Eating some cereal. This
Eh,
cereal tastes like poo. What's this? Is this Cheerios? It doesn't taste like Cheerios. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. So you'd have to question the orthodontist as well. Like,
we
does
can
it,
still do your braces today, but we haven't got any of the materials.
yeah, we've only got the poo braces left. We've got plenty of the poo braces. Okay, nobody's picking them.
Why did you why did you make the poo braces? Surely that's not sanitary.
It's like, well, my methods are my methods. Some people call me crazy,
Yeah,
but
listen,
but I
do
get
you want
results.
do you want straight teeth or not? All right.
Yeah. Listen, do you want braces? You want braces? Yes or no? Simple question. Yes. Okay, good. When then I've got the perfect braces for you. They just happen to be, made of poo. All right. It's not my fault that poo makes good braces. I that's not my fault, is it? It's just like a mad scientist, orthodontist. He might have tried everything before he got to poo. He might have tried cum braces. So it might say cum doesn't, it's cum doesn't make good braces. Okay, cross that one off the list.
Well, they cost more. It's
Yeah,
harder to
yeah,
get rid
that
of
costs
this.
more, takes longer. You have to proper go at it like for
Yeah.
ages. But poo, you do one big poo and you've probably got enough for a set of braces.
Yeah,
Depending
yeah.
on how much fiber you eat and stuff like that. Depends on your
That's
intake.
it. Well, it doesn't have to be human poo, does it? It could be any poo.
Oh, that's true. Oh, good point. So you could just go to a farm and get horse poo.
Yeah,
they call it manure to make it sound like less not gross.
yeah,
It's like do you ever like driving and on the side of the road it says like free manure, like for your flowers or something. They
yeah.
call it manure. It's poo.
Free, you want some free
Why
poo?
why are you trying to trick us? It's poo. All right, it's poo. You're trying to give away poo.
Uh,
It's like free manure. Of course, it's free. I'm not going to pay for poo, are you? Come on. Why would it not be free? It's poo. Oh my gosh. All right, so I'm getting on my soapbox again. Okay, that's a politically charged comment about poo.
uh, I think it's because it's always outside big houses, like people that own big houses or have a lot of money. So they're like, oh, I'm doing the common people a favor by giving them this free
Yeah, they're
poo.
like acting like the poor people. Like we need the poo. You don't need it. We need it. Like just because we're poor doesn't mean we need poo. I do need it, but that's not the point.
It's not because I'm poor, it's just
Yeah, it's not because
because
I'm poor. Okay.
I have a thriving garden that
Yeah,
needs.
because I have an allotment. Okay, sue me. What are you going to do? Arrest me for having an allotment? Come on now.
What are you, some sort of feudal lord?
Yeah, what
Discri-
are you? I will. I need an allotment. I need the poo. Not a comment on my class, my social class. I just happen to need the poo. But
Uh,
but so but the brace is made of platinum, and then I'd have to pull them out myself. So I'd have to yank them off and sell them on eBay. So
mm.
I'd make money, but I would mutilate myself and
I'm not
torture
sure that I'm not sure there's a big market for platinum braces on eBay
myself.
though.
Platinum braces, never worn.
Yeah, yeah. Barely used. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you used once. Still in good condition though.
Next to
Um,
next to poo braces,
no,
free.
no, yeah, yeah. Free poo braces.
Free poo braces, everyone.
So I'd have
Uh,
to. Could I? Would I be able to take the platinum braces into a jeweler's and be
no,
like,
you have to. It stipulates, mate. You have
"Oh,
to sell
eBay
them on eBay.
has
Yeah,
to be on eBay." So the benefits to me would be based on the market of the market. Where's the market? Is there a market for platinum braces?
that's it.
There's only one way to find out. You didn't want to upgrade your experience there, Sam.
No, I didn't.
See, how much do platinum brace? That's not a platinum brace.
No, it looks nothing like it. Can you imagine putting that in your mouth? Peugeot 208 toolkit.
These braces taste weird. It's like how it.
You'd be like one of those African tribesmen with the
Yeah, yeah,
plates and this.
yeah. It's a cultural thing, okay?
It would be good as well though if you're ever just down and you come across a Peugeot 2008 that needs
Yeah,
that needs
yeah.
no, it's just coming up with adjustable braces.
Oh, okay. So, okay, so there's not much of a market, so we'd have to create the market.
Yeah. Well, that means
With
that
packaging.
you can't create a market with just one thing. Although you could
Well,
say there's
not
skip.
with that attitude, Sam.
Okay.
Where's your sense of entrepreneurship?
Yeah,
Okay?
you know what? You were very right to call me out there for
Yeah.
my lack of belief.
We create the market. We are the market. But braces made of poo, like you said. But and I've accidentally swallowed them one day.
The thing is, it's the what gets me is the one day. So like, you could have them for like 3 years, just
Yeah,
slowly seeping poo into you.
yeah. There's an implication. I will not know when it is. So I couldn't even look forward to that day where I'm not eating poo. I wouldn't even have it to look forward to. Oh my God. It's just like a time bomb, a poo bomb.
A
The
poo,
worst,
yeah,
one of
yeah.
the worst kind of bombs is a poo bomb. Not the worst, but it's one of the worst. It is bad.
That's what they said, when they were tracking through Afghan. Like they were like, "Don't worry about the IEDs. Beware
Yeah,
of the poo bombs."
listen, look out for the poo, lads. The, they'll get you. The poo is where
Okay.
they get you.
And it's worse than losing a limb. You know what will happen? Is when you
Yeah,
get gotten by the poo bomb, they'll all come out and laugh at you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Look at those guys covered in poo, idiots.
They fell for the poo bomb.
Yeah, they fell for it.
Uh,
Dinguses. So I'm gonna have to pick one. You know, that's the game.
yeah, yeah, that's the game, man.
Um, I I think I would try. I would go braces made of platinum.
Yeah,
I couldn't because having poo in your mouth every day. I used to have braces and they used to tell me to like make sure don't eat any sweets or anything. They'll break your braces. And I used to eat sweets every single day. I wouldn't even care. I didn't even care about my teeth. And I would eat sweets and they would just break like straight away. So it was like they weren't that hard to break. So
yeah, that's true. And platinum is platinum because platinum is that a soft alloy like gold? Gold's a soft alloy, isn't it?
is it?
Yeah.
You know your alloys, Sam. Very impressive. Oh, look at that very soft platinum alloy.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Yeah, and I don't think. Well, we like we said, we'd have to create the market. So I'd have to find a niche collector somewhere and be like, listen, you want braces? I've got the braces for you. There'll be somebody out there who's collecting braces, like weird, like retired dentists who collecting paraphernalia, teeth paraphernalia.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
There'll be somebody out there, man. There'll be somebody out there collecting braces. I just have to find them. And yeah, and braces made of poo, like we said, it could. What if I accidentally swallow them when I'm like 90 or something? I've just spent my whole life eating poo. What if one day you get taken out for a lovely meal at a posh dinner and it's a restaurant you've never ever dreamed you've always dreamed of being in that restaurant. They have $1,000 steak and they cook it to perfection and do all this salt bays there and it's like and then you know in your heart of hearts this will taste like poo. It doesn't matter. That's all this stuff will taste, man. I love eating cereal in the mornings. I love my peanut butter sandwiches. You know that all that's gone.
That's all poo now.
That's all poo. Yeah, it is all poo.
Or
It's a
it's like
it's a nice metaphor. Well, it is all poo.
it's all poo.
It's all poo. You know,
Life's shit, and then you get braces.
life shit, and then you eat shit. That's what they'll say to me when they made the braces of poo. Listen. You'll learn from this when they're putting the poo braces in. You'll
They'll be
learn.
like,
This
they'll be
will
like,
make
hey,
you
you
learn.
might get fecal poisoning, but
Yeah, that's
you'll
true.
have straight teeth. All right.
Yeah, yeah. you do have human waste in your mouth permanently, but man, will they look good? The girls will love you when you've got a nice, like, white, straight smile.
And then
Poo,
when you smile,
that's great. Yeah, you'd be smiling, and people be like, "You got something in your teeth." No, that's just poo. Okay, it's there on purpose, actually, mate. It's there on purpose. Yeah, you got something there, mate. Yeah, it's supposed to be there, mate. All right, don't mug yourself off. All right.
it's just a bit of poo. What the fuck are you on
How,
about?
how embarrassing for you. It's actually meant to be there. Okay, it's poo braces. They're on purpose. Don't you feel silly now?
um,
Yeah,
yeah, it's gotta be
probably the
platinum,
platinum
hasn't it?
braces. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a toughie. That
That
was
was that was a toughie.
a toughie.
77% of people would rather have platinum and pull it out, but
Well,
33% of people would rather have poo braces.
that's. I mean, there are some people that like poo out there. Like I watched a documentary on Netflix on that. You know that McAfee guy. You know, like the compute. He does the antivirus thing.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I watched a Netflix documentary on him, and apparently he liked being pooed on, and
Oh
he
yeah, I
would,
heard about that.
yeah, and he would get these models to sit in like a hammock or something, and he would lay underneath, and they would poo out the hammock on him. Pretty weird.
But I reckon if he'd heard of poo braces, he would have had them.
Oh yeah, he would have loved that. Yeah, he'd be a constant. Yeah, he'd just always have an erection, wouldn't he?
That would be exhausting.
Yeah. Oh my god, always be masturbating to his own teeth. The thought of it.
It's like George Washington had teeth made of wood. He's got teeth made of poo.
Yeah, yeah. Poo teeth. And if with the poo braces, if you say you get older and you have to have like dentures put in, they would be poo as well, I
Oh
guess,
yeah,
because the
they'd
implica
have to be.
yeah, because of the implication of the question. Yeah, they'd have poo dentures,
Poo dentures,
poo
a
dentures.
a poo retainer.
Yeah, poo retainer, poo gum shield when you're playing sport. Oh, dear.
uh, um. Okay.
Right.
And then the next one. Would you rather be an anime person in real life or be a normal person in an anime world?
Ooh.
You into anime? Are you like a
No, I've never given it a go though. I've never
all
given
right?
it a go though. How about you?
Yeah, I quite like it. Um, but here's the thing: is I always feel like when somebody like over romanticizes things, like they'll watch Downton Abbey, and they'll be
Mm.
like, "Ah, if only I existed back then." And it's like, what, during Downton Abbey? You would just be one of the poor people. What the fuck
Yeah,
are you talking
yeah,
about?
yeah. You'll just be a peasant. You're a peasant now. You'll be a peasant then.
Exactly. Except you're better off being a peasant now than you would have been back then.
Yeah, yeah. You're a peasant then. You'd be dying of dysentery at like 12.
Yeah, because of your
You'd be
poo
like, you'd be like,
braces.
you'd be like 7, and they'd be like, okay, you gotta go work in the factory now for
Yeah.
15 hours a day for nothing. Okay, you're not gonna get paid. All right, okay. So you'd rather live then, would you? I mean, come on,
Yeah. Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
exactly. Exactly. With no antibiotics. Get some respect for yourself, mate.
Think of the and no antibiotics at all. Oh
None.
my gosh, no paracetamol. If you have a headache, you're just gonna have it.
Yeah, you get a scratch on your finger and it gets infected. They'll have to chop off your arm so it doesn't
Yeah,
spread and you don't
you
die.
just left your arm forever. That's got
Yeah.
it's gone, and you can't even put it on Instagram to like get attention.
Got scratched by a rose earlier, getting my arm chopped off.
Yeah,
YOLO.
you think how viral that would be? You'd explode. But back then, everyone would be missing limbs. It'd just be normal. it wouldn't even matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
They
they'd
didn't
be
have old people back then. Forget Professor McGonagall. That's a farce, mate. That's not real. She was
yeah,
dead
that's not
long
real.
before then.
Look, way before then. They've got
Nobody showered either. Everyone just walked around stinking.
and like in those days, like they would throw their poo and wee just out the window. We're very poo heavy today, aren't we? On this pod?
It's true though.
It's true. They would just chuck it out the window on the streets. Like you could be walking to your job in the factory as a little 7-year-old, and you just get somebody and just throw their poo on you,
Yeah,
chuck it
exactly.
out the window.
And they're not gonna, and at the factory, they're not gonna be like, why were you late? And you're like, oh, somebody threw poo on me. They'll be like, that was not a good excuse. You've got a 15-hour shift today, and now I'm docking your pay.
Yeah, because you're covered. What have I told you about coming to work covered in poo? Okay, don't do it. Okay, it's not professional. We have one rule at this factory: don't come to work covered in poo. Okay, that's our only rule. We're pretty easygoing guys here at this factory. You know, I'm like not like your regular boss. I'm like one of you. I'm a cool boss, but you
But I
know,
draw the line at being covered in poo.
but corporate have told me one thing. Okay, make sure they don't come to work covered in poo.
Yeah, that was our only during our meeting this year. That was our only goal to
That
make
was
sure the the workers aren't coming to work covered in poo. And
that
then
was
you're
our
fucking with my statistics right now.
that was our only KPI. Okay, this is our only target. Less workers covered in poo. It's bad optics. What have I told you about the optics? Okay, you've broken my trust now. Now I'm going to have to bring you in for disciplinary.
What's the disciplinary? Well, we usually just throw poo at you.
Yeah, we just carry on making you work here against you because you're not here by choice anyway. So you know what are you going to do?
Ah,
What are you going to
yeah.
quit? You can't. You can't quit.
Ah, the Industrial Revolution.
Uh, but hey, at least we've got machines now though, so it was all for a good cause, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we can talk about poo over computers, you know.
Yeah, this is it. This is it. We've got this groundbreaking stuff that bounces off a satellite in the sky and comes back down so that we can be
Yeah,
100 miles away and speak to one another so we can talk about poo.
exactly. Thanks, guys.
It's a
Really,
beautiful thing.
I really appreciate the noble sacrifice you all made for me and for Sam. We appreciate it. We're grateful. We're very grateful.
I
But
appreciate it now, but if there's like a single blip in the signal and this freezes, I'm gonna be like, you should have worked harder with your poo.
yeah, way harder. There should
Yeah.
never. This should never happen. Okay, this is magic. Okay, magic should never go wrong. If you're magic, you should always be correct. But anime, coming back, I like the the films like Spirited Away and the studio the Studio Ghibli films.
Yeah, they're awesome, yeah.
There is that anime. I really love them. Like I watched that film. Did you watch Grave of the Fireflies?
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh my gosh, it's the saddest film you'll ever see in your life. Oh my gosh, it's horrible. It's
I'll have
horrible.
to check it out.
Oh, it's really good. But anime is so. If I was a normal person in an anime world, uh, now what would you say, Sam, as an anime fan? What are the main characteristics of an anime world?
Well, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I feel like that in an anime world, like you've got your heroes and stuff, which is basically what the anime is about. It's about like usually a teen person that has found a power or a demon living inside them, and they go around and they try and save the world or something like that. That's the basis for it. That's like some of the most popular ones. There are plenty of other anime, but that's like the
Okay.
basis for the popular ones. And there's always these demons attacking and stuff like that. And I feel like when people put this sort of stuff, they think that they're going to be one of the heroes, but realistically, they're just going to be one of the bystanders that gets eaten by the demon.
Yeah.
So, So I feel like it would being in an anime world either way, which is what this is presenting to us, would be shit.
Yeah, because it says you're a normal person. So it doesn't you're not a hero. It doesn't say you're a hero in you're not the main character
Yeah,
in the anime world. You're just a regular person. But there's a high chance you get killed by a demon.
yeah,
And the last thing I want to do when I'm going about my daily life is get killed by a demon. That's like my
yeah.
main. When I wake up in the morning, that's my one goal. No demons today.
No,
Okay,
no demons today. No
demon-free
demons.
day. Let's. But an
No,
anime person in real life,
that's the list, isn't it? No demons. Don't get covered in poo, and you know,
those are the only two you need, really.
have straight teeth, and
Yeah,
that's
straight teeth, poo, demons.
those are the rules of which I live my life.
I feel like straight teeth, poo, demons could be the name of a Metallica album as well.
I was gonna say, I feel like it's probably one of those self-help books that you'd find in
Yeah,
Waterstones.
yeah. Straight teeth, poo, demons. My,
My
my,
three rules for life.
my rules to success. That would be a hit, man. Everyone would abide by it.
uh,
But an anime person in real life. So
again, you just be like a 2D shape
you'd be
in
a
a
2D, you'd be 2D shape. So you'd be 2D.
yeah.
So you'd have no body. You'd be two you'd be 2D. You'd be 2D. But
But is 2D better than getting eaten by a demon?
well, this is why we're here, isn't it? This is it.
To answer the hard questions.
We're here. We're both hard hitting comedians here to make big, bold statements. Okay, this is what we do. Okay, we're comedians. We challenge people. Okay, this is it. We're going to challenge your thinking with this pod. Okay, is it better to be 2D or eaten by a demon? And and this is the thing. Like, if you was eaten by the demon, like it wouldn't even because you're a normal person. It wouldn't even be like notable. Like even in the story, like probably not.
Yeah, exactly. No, you'd just be like a background character that got eaten by a demon.
You're just like an NPC. Like just
Yeah,
get you just gets killed to show the reader how powerful the demon is.
yeah.
That's your only purpose in life.
Or like you'd meet the demon, and then the main character would be like, "How many people have you eaten?" And then they'd be like, "I just ate a family of six off screen." And then you'd be like, "You were one of that family of six," and that was it.
And that's all you get in the story. You get nothing else in the story. That's it.
Mm.
But then an anime person in real life. I mean,
Well, you get a lot of attention, wouldn't
you get a
you?
lot of attention, and I do quite like I love attention. I do anything to get attention.
Well, stand-up comedian, so
Yeah. I love attention. So you'd probably be famous, like in some way.
hmm
You'd probably get to go on Celebrity Big Brother.
you, yeah, you probably would. You
Yeah,
probably would. Yeah.
which would be cool, you know.
Yeah,
So,
and as you're 2D, you'd be able to like slip into the diary room while someone else is in there.
oh yeah, mate, you could. Oh, think of all the things you could do as well. If you was 2D, you could just slither under doors. Oh, look at that! You could be like a superhero.
Yeah, or a
You just
villain.
or
Either way.
or a villain. Oh, look at this. You know what? I'd rather be an anime person in real life.
Okay, we'll go with
Bang.
that. We'll go with
I
that.
would. Hell yeah.
That's 48%. So 50.
Oh,
It's a
look.
close one though.
Oh, look at this next one.
Of
Look at
course.
this. We're all about fecal matter today.
So much poo everywhere.
So much poo.
Do you ever wonder how much poo there is though? Because like with in on the world, there's like 8 billion people.
Yeah.
All of them I assume pooing at some point. And then obviously you got elderly people and then very, very young people. So you got to get the average weight of a poo and then times that by 8 billion. That's a lot of poo.
A lot of poo. So like that does the poo like does it go so it goes into the ocean, right?
I
Is that
think,
what
yeah, I think so. Some of it no, nowadays it goes into the ocean over here, but oh, I saw a thing the other day. Because they release sewage into the oceans and stuff now, a lot of the marine life in England have got like have it because other stuff gets flushed down there as well, like drugs like cocaine and the pill and stuff like that. A
Hmm.
lot of the different marine life are starting to have uh different behaviors because of the chemicals in the water that we're flushing into there.
Oh.
So like I looked through it, I saw it on what was it called? I saw it on TikTok
Hmm.
and I looked through it and they were like cocaine's being flushed into the marine life. Oh, no wonder the turtles are all keeping hold of our straws.
What a life. They're all just on coke, just having it, mate. I bet
Under the sea.
yeah. Like I bet they're tripping balls down in the like I mean we don't have coral reefs, do we? But imagine some of the shit down there, they're just like tripping high off their nuts.
Yeah,
Mate,
yeah.
I did read the other day that they told that they had the boat race on the weekend, right? Like Oxford v Cambridge, and they
Yeah.
told them not to jump in the Thames because there's like E. coli and poo in there. Oh, so gross, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so grim what we're doing. Like, this is us doing all this to the oceans. Like,
I
this is
know.
us. What we're doing this.
Oh, fucking hell. Because surely the poo would be better on land, no? Because it would be good for flowers.
What? Why are we not just using poo for the flowers?
Let's Google this. Is human poo good for flowers? Can human waste be used as fertilizer? Yes, it can be used as fertilizer. It's been used for similar purposes for centuries. Why
See,
aren't we just
why are this is a sustainable practice? Why are we not pooing directly on the so
into the garden?
why by pooing in toilets? We're actually doing the wrong thing. Okay,
Yeah,
we're actually doing the wrong thing. Okay, we see this is what how we're ruining the planet. Okay, we're pooing in toilets. This is the problem.
I think it's because we're embarrassed, isn't it? Like no one wants to see another person just poo in the outdoors.
No, it's a bad look, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is a bad look. Like it's a bold look. It's a bold lifestyle choice.
it is a bold lifestyle choice.
I used to watch this YouTuber called Gary the Goat, right? And he was this Australian guy called Gary, and he would drive around like Australia with his pet goat, and he used to practice what he called urine therapy, where he would drink his own piss. Pretty weird. And he would go on on these YouTube videos with his pet goat in the background. He'd be like, "Listen, these are the benefits of drinking your own piss, mate." Pretty
That's
weird.
fucking mental. That is mental, mate. I think my granddad used to drink his own piss.
Really?
No, no, he didn't drink it. He used to. It was much more normal than that. He used to rub it on his skin.
He practiced urine therapy.
Yeah, yeah. I
But
don't.
if it was good for us, wouldn't we keep it in our bodies? Isn't it? It's human waste, isn't it? Like,
Right, exactly. Yeah, yeah. That's the thing. Is like, if you're drinking filtered water, and then your kidneys also filter the water. Surely that's just double filtered, like vodka. It's just a double filtration system.
Oh man, we're doing the wrong thing by throwing our poo into the oceans.
I agree, man. Like, because you just put it on your like. I mean, you can't just have everyone shitting on their flowers. And I know it's not great a great thought to be pooing in a bucket and then tipping it on your garden, but the smell of the poo doesn't last that long.
No, eventually it will just go like
White, I guess.
I walk my dog and I pick up his poo.
Yeah,
Even though he'll like poo on the grass like when I'm walking. Why don't I just leave it there? Like why do I get fined for not picking it up?
that's a good point. Is dog poo the same? It's got to be the same, isn't it? Dog
Like
poo's got to be.
why are we the poor marine life? Why are we just intent on just fucking everything up?
I don't know. I can't get rid of this thing, so I'll just leave the dog poo question for now.
Yeah, just leave it there. But would I
Yeah, I don't
rather
know. I'd rather just drink pee. It's not. I wouldn't say it's. I think I've tasted some of my pee before, and it wasn't that bad.
yeah, it is just it would be like doing a grim shot. It'll just be like you drink tequila and you're like, oh, gross,
Yeah,
disgusting, disgusting. Yeah, I'd probably just drink piss. You could just get it over with. But poo, it's like a meal, isn't it?
yeah, exactly. Well, although, what is the poo in the form of? Like, because if it's in the form of braces, then it might be something.
Oh yeah, it all comes back to poo braces. It's staring us in the face. Everything comes back to poo.
Everything does come back to poo.
Everything eventually comes back to poo. Yeah, I think drink piss. It'd be nice and
Yeah,
easy. Yeah,
yeah, it would, wouldn't it? You're right. You're
good
right.
one. If you're picking poo over piss,
That's the thing in the middle. This isn't going to be 100%. Oh, 90% though, so it's pretty close. But 10% of people would rather eat their
what
poo.
eat poo?
I don't know, man. Um, Die in a Toyota 1996 Corolla, okay, or live with a pervert goat.
Oh no.
So is this like a goat that's perverted, or is it like somebody that's so perverted they're the goat of the perverts?
Live with a pervert goat. Die in a Toyota 1996 Corolla. What is so bad about that car? Is that a
I don't
really
know.
is it an embarrassing car to die in?
I don't know. Let's have a look.
Let's have a
If I
look.
can if I can
It must
sort this out.
it must be very embarrassing. It must be really embarrassing. It must be a very embarrassing car to die in. But live with a pervert goat. So he'd always have to be my flatmate or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's a pervert. Okay. And if you're living with a goat anyway, that's already like something to explain if you have guests over. Like
Yeah.
it's already a tough situation to like if you bring like your family over or a lady over, you're like okay, I have a flatmate, but look, hear me out. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. But my flatmate is a goat. Okay. Now I know what you're
Okay.
thinking. You're thinking I'm crazy, but he pays his rent on time. You know, he tidies up after himself. He's quiet. But he is a pervert though. That's the thing.
It's
So
like I feel like you'd do that in passing. You'd be like, he pays his rent on time, he's slightly perverted, he is
yeah,
really good
yeah.
with yeah.
You'll sometimes walk into the living room. He'll just be wanking, like just in
Yeah.
the living room. Like,
With a noose round his neck.
yeah,
But
with a nose.
who am I to judge?
Who am I to judge? It's so he's a pervert. So he'll try and like if you're having a shower, he'll just accidentally walk in, but not accidentally. I'll be like, whoa, sorry. Lucky,
I don't know how many
isn't
times. I don't know how many times you could accidentally walk in, but he seems to do it. He
he? He
seems
seems to
to.
do it a lot, even though we've got a lock on that door, but he just
He
breaks it all the time.
he gets out his old 50p, and in his goat hooves, he'll like turn the outside of the door. He'd be like, "Oh, sorry, completely accidental."
You'll be walking around your house and something in your underwear. He'll just be there with a newspaper with two holes cut out, just like watching.
uh, um, or
That's
die
the
in this car,
or die.
in this Toyota Corolla.
um, well, I mean, you'd rather live than die, but
Yeah, and it's only a bit perverse, like, you know.
only, I mean, it's his. If he's a pervert, it's not his problem, really.
Yeah, that's true. And he's not perverted to the point of like sexual assault. He's not on a register. He just is pervert. He just likes strange stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, Tarantino likes feet, but he still makes movies.
Yeah, he still makes movies.
He still makes movies, doesn't he? He loves feet. Every movie there'll be a like something with feet in all of his
Yeah,
films.
because if it were up to me, anybody that liked feet would never be able to make a movie.
Never like if I were, I don't want to see a movie from the mind of somebody who likes feet. Weird,
It's weird.
weird,
It's
dude.
weird.
Weird.
Although, if they were all of the feet loving people movies were anything like Quentin's, I'd be like, okay, well maybe let the feet people do.
Yeah, maybe having a foot fetish is a good indicator of your artistic merit.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
to get into film school or to get into art school, whatever, they need to be like, look, how do you feel about feet? And if it's say, well, no, I don't, I'm not sexually attracted to feet, they're like, okay, this film school probably isn't for you. Then you're probably not going to be a filmmaker. Okay? You're not going to make it in the movie business, mate, until you have a perversion for feet.
yeah.
I don't make the rules, okay? I don't make the rules, you know.
This guy, he's just like this guy is like just got a new job, didn't he? This guy with the feet is just the old guy that said you're not allowed poo, you're not allowed to have poo on you, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's that same guy.
It's the same guy. But,
Uh, I'd live with a pervert goat.
yeah, I'd live with a pervert because it's not like I'm not. I don't even necessarily need to be friends with the goat. I just live with him.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And look, that way they'd be like, your housemate's a pervert, and you'd be like, yeah, but we're not friends, so
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, this is a necessity. Like, I need a flatmate. Okay, like we're not. I found him on Spare Room. You're not a friend of mine. Like, you'd always have to live with him forever. But
yeah,
he might not necessarily be a bad flatmate. He'll just be a pervert.
yeah. I mean, there are plenty of guys that are pretty good guys that are perverse.
Yeah, like you might walk into the kitchen one day and he'll just be like fucking a watermelon or something like that, you know?
It might, yeah, but it'd be like, and then he'd like cut that watermelon up, and then that would be what breakfast would be.
Yeah, yeah, breakfast in bed. But I'd definitely rather have that than die. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, me too. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, plus that imagine dying in that car. Look terrible.
Yeah, awful.
It'd probably look better with a corpse in it. To be fair, you'd be doing the car a favor. All right, that's wow. Most people would rather die than live with a perverted goat.
What?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't
People
know.
would rather die.
Yeah, it's stupid. Stupid.
Man.
This one's pretty brutal.
Oh my gosh.
This
Jesus.
one's would you rather be raped by your dad or rape your mum?
Oh my gosh, this one's grim.
I instantly know mine is be raped by my dad.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I don't
I
want
think.
to be a raper.
Yeah, well, that's yeah, exactly. So one, you're a raper, and two, it's your mum. You
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
like I don't know, man.
Oh, that one is great. That one, ugh, that one's
Yeah, I
great.
know. We can't. This one's really hard to bring back to poo as well. So it's
Yeah,
like we can't.
yeah. It's a tough one. We need, we'll manage it. We'll manage it somehow.
Uh, well, I mean, if my dad's raping me, I didn't know it was coming, and I haven't douched, so there's
Oh yeah,
definitely.
so there would be poo. So that's the thing. Yeah, you would poo on his knob.
But he's prepared for that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's ready. He's accepted the challenge and the consequences.
And the consequences. He's willing to get caught to go to prison, but not to have poo on him.
Not to
No,
have
no,
poo
no.
on his lip. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty cut and dry,
Yeah,
easy
yeah,
one to
yeah,
do.
yeah.
Wow, most people would
What?
rather.
What?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Oh,
A lot of people just wanting their mums. Apparently, I don't know.
that's mad. A lot of people with poo braces out there, man.
Oh, there's another rape one for us. Would you rather get ass raped in jail or get forced to suck five random dudes' cocks?
Oh,
I might. Is it all in a row, the cocks, do you think?
mm, that would be, it would be better if it was all in a row, I think, wouldn't it? Because you could just get it over with.
Well, yeah, because it's random as well, and like you might do one now, and then you might do one in like 10 years when you've got a family at Disney World, and suddenly someone just turns around and is like, I'm one of the guys, get on
Just
your
like, yeah,
knees.
I'm him. Okay,
Yeah.
like blowjob, please.
And you'd have to they'd have to have something like an ID as well, because otherwise if people got word, there'd just be people running around being like, oh, this guy will just suck your cock if you just.
Yeah, and I guess, do you think you'd have to suck to completion?
That's the thing, isn't it? Is it to completion?
Because then that's a test of your oral skills as well. Because the better you are at giving blowjobs, the easier this will be.
Well, exactly. So you might want to get practicing before
Yeah, you
you
might
even
want
have
to
to.
get practicing. Um, but then I wouldn't want to be in jail and get raped in jail. So that one's cut. I think I'd rather suck five cocks. Yeah,
Yeah, me too, even if it is completion.
even if it is to completion. I mean, hey, they're only cocks.
Only a bit of cum in the mouth.
Only bit of cum.
Yeah. Do
It's
you?
not poo, is it? It's cum.
No, that's right. That is right. Are you spitting or swallowing though? Is that
Swallowing because obviously because I'm a trooper.
Ah, man, I don't know if
If
I
you're
could
gonna
swallow.
do it right. You got to be sexy. These guys need it. Okay, I'm method, Sam.
Okay, all right. These guys need it.
I'm a
You've taught me.
method act. I'm a
You
method
taught me.
actor.
You taught me around.
If I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it right. All right, I'm gonna do
Yeah.
it right. Yeah,
No, you're absolutely right, mate. You're absolutely right.
yeah. You wouldn't
All
question
right.
Daniel Day Lewis, would you?
I bet what if I saw him sucking people's cocks. He'd be like,
Yeah,
I'm trying to get into a part, mate,
you'd
right
be like,
now.
look, he's an artist.
I'm gonna play Liberace.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. What happened there? Oh my gosh.
I
What
don't know what happened.
happened? I went out, came back. I started talking, and I was talking for like a solid 5 minutes before I realised you were just frozen like this. And I was like, oh, for that 5 minutes, I was like, oh well, I guess I have to carry this thing then. But actually,
You yours was the same. I was talking, you was frozen like this. And I
and
was like,
he was like, "Oh my gosh, this guest, he's giving me nothing, man."
uh, but yeah, last one. Like,
Yeah.
would you rather vote for Donald Trump or die? And I know people don't like Donald, and I don't know anything about it. I hear he's a bad guy, but I would rather not die. That's
I don't want to die.
yeah,
It's just, I mean, what? Like, imagine if that was an actual choice. Like, you even need to tick this piece of paper
yeah.
and vote for this objectively like bad person, or we will kill you.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's
I
so
mean, I'd rather
stupid.
be alive. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't know, man. Like, yeah, that's the thing is, I remember the last election, and it wasn't like because it was all over the TV, and it wasn't like, um, neither of the candidates were good by the sounds of things, but it was like Donald Trump or not Donald Trump, and they were like, yeah, let's go for not Donald Trump, and then they
Yeah,
ended up with old Sleepy Joe.
mate, it's a bit mental. He did become president, though, isn't it? Like,
Yeah,
well,
well,
I mean,
I don't
I
know
don't
anything
know.
about it.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about politics, but it's a bit. He's a weird looking. He's a weird looking creature. Like, he looks so strange. Like, have you seen how he looks? Like, it's
It does
well.
look strange, but
But
he
then
he
again,
says, sorry, you go.
no, I was just gonna say. But then again, I don't want to die. So it's like, you know.
Well, that's it. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's so stupid, isn't it? It's so like people. Can you imagine hating someone so much that you would just rather die than have, you could just not, I don't know, like those are the only two options. Like you could just not abstain from voting.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
if,
exactly. But it's a bit strange how like I'm glad sort of I don't live in America. I mean, it's kind of bad over here as well, but it's a bit weird how like I think people sort of weaponize their political beliefs to an extent. I think because it becomes so tribal, doesn't it? In such a strange way. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, imagine like I don't know, feeling that much of a politician. Like, do you know what I mean? Like people that like Trump, like fucking love Trump, and
yeah,
it's
it
yeah,
is weird. Yeah,
he doesn't even care about like why do you care? Like,
yeah, it's a good like. No, I completely I feel like because we don't really understand it, we're just saying like a lot, but
mm,
but no, I completely understand it, and I feel like it's the same either way. I don't feel like whoever gets voted in, there's really that much of a difference. I feel like I feel like what happens is when things go bad, when someone like Donald Trump's in power, they're like, oh, it's because of Donald Trump. And then when things go bad, when Joe Biden's in power, it's like, oh, it's because Joe Biden did this. And it's like, well,
yeah,
fucking, it's a thankless job, and nobody wants to do it except these two clearly mental people. One mental because he's Donald Trump, and the other because he's clearly got Alzheimer's or something.
yeah. So he's so old, mate. Have you Shane Gillis's stuff on Trump is so funny. Have you seen any of his stuff? Oh my
Yeah.
god,
Yeah, he's hilarious.
mate.
He's
Yeah, he's so funny. I saw him last year. He did a like brought the show to like Shepherd's Bush. He did a
oh
few shows.
cool.
Amazing. Oh my gosh, he is that guy.
Yeah, he does a bit. I think there's a bit where like there's a video where Chappelle asks him to do the joke about Trump, and he's like, I feel like it would be funny if Donald Trump got shot because he'd make a funny noise, you know?
Yeah. He does that bit in his special on YouTube. Is Shane Gillis live in Austin. It's one of the best specials I've ever seen, and he does that bit as well. Yes, Great. Great, man.
Um, and then I don't know if he did the other bit to it, but he's like, and he's like, and the second part is like with Joe Biden, and he goes, we're just doing his bits now, but anyone that does watch this, go watch Shane Gillis's special because it's fucking,
He does it better than us.
yeah, yeah. But he's like, I also think that Joe Biden's the only president that you could punch assassinate.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey, Mr. President, how the fuck are you?
Yeah, mate.
Uh,
Oh. But
so so good. Yeah, I'd rather just vote for Trump, to be
yeah, I'd
fair.
rather vote for Trump. I don't want to die. Yeah, I have too much to live for. So
Yeah, I got a couple of open mics this week.
yeah, got an open mic tomorrow. Yeah.
uh, oh, come on. 47. Wow. Majority of people would rather die.
People should maybe it's because they have poo braces as well and they haven't fallen off yet. They
I,
haven't swallowed them yet and they just can't tell it, man.
I think you might. Do you know what? I reckon we should make this the last one because this one's really funny.
All
Would you rather have an arse on your face or have a face on your arse?
So a face. So is it my face
That's a good point.
or
That's a good
just
point.
an NPC's face, like a random face?
Yeah, let's go your face.
So okay, so it's either
But you've got
so
your face in both places. So if you choose a face on your ass, you've got your face normally, and then you've got your face again on your ass.
oh my gosh, like in the first Harry Potter when Voldemort's on the back of his head,
Yeah,
Professor
yeah,
Quirrell.
exactly.
Have an ass on your face or a face on your ass. Well, if you have a face on your ass, you could still live a relatively normal life.
Yeah. And the face doesn't have autonomy. It's just a face.
So I'd have the face on my ass. So I'd still presumably I would still be able to poo. It would just come out of my mouth on my ass.
Yeah.
But having an ass on your face, that's a difficult life to live.
It depends though, like, because if it's just like a miniature ass just on your forehead here.
Oh yeah, it might not be the size of a face.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. It's just like a little spot there, like
It's like a little bum, just on
yeah,
your
you because then you can tell people it's just a birthmark, it's
yeah.
just a thing.
Some people already have them on their chins, don't they?
Yeah, that's true. Some people are living out this nightmare now.
Of their bum chins.
The bum chins.
All right, arse face. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the thing. You'd have to get through school. School would be rough. Say
Mm.
if it was like a big ass on your face. School would be difficult,
Yeah, school would be hard.
but school's difficult anyway.
That's
So
true.
I think, but then a face on your ass. So
But if you had a face ass, right, you'd have to get somebody, you'd have to get a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whatever that really loved eating ass, so that they just kiss you on the face.
yeah. And also sitting down would not be comfortable.
Oh yeah, because there'd be a nose.
There'd be a nose there. Sitting down would be really difficult. You'd
Yeah,
have to
and then
get
like you'd have to like do it tentatively every time. Imagine forgetting and then like just jumping down onto the floor or something, and then you break the nose on your ass
oh
face.
yeah. You'd have to go to the doctors and be like, I broke my nose. And they'll be like, no, your nose looks fine. And you're like, well, actually, not this nose. No, my backup nose. Yeah, that would be difficult. So you'd have to get specialized like sofa cushions,
Yeah,
like special ones that that you can sit down on.
yeah.
Yeah,
It'd be like suffocating.
yeah, it would. Yeah. Oh, now I'm tempted. When I saw this, I thought face on the arse definitely, but now I'm tempted. I'm tempted to go arse on the face.
Yeah, but we have made it out to be like if there was a face on your ass, it would be like a normal size face, but with the arse on your face, it's going to be like a small one on your chin or something like that.
If we're saying they're both, if we're saying that it's either an arse in the replacement of a face, so it's just arse here,
Yeah,
then I would go face on the arse
yeah,
because I've
I'm with you.
tried it.
Yeah,
In
you
fact,
can't,
yeah, you
you
can't
can't,
hide, you can't
yeah,
hide the arse on the
you
face.
can't, like,
You can try, but
see, like that's what you'd look like.
look at that. That is nightmare fuel. Imagine waking up and that is just at the end of your bed or something. Oh my god,
That is horrendous.
that
Look
is
at
the
it.
worst thing I've ever seen. What's he doing? Is he blowing out of a trumpet or farting out
Yeah.
of a trumpet?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
This
Got
is
an
it.
arse as a face. That's crazy. That's a crazy ass face.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
Have to go face on
Face
the
on your
arse.
ass, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, only 28% of people would have a face on their ass.
I'm
That's
throwing that.
horrendous.
Yeah, that's yeah, the demographic. I feel like everyone else is wrong, and we're the ones in the right. I feel like we're the only normal ones picking out of some of these questions.
Yeah, that's so silly.
Yeah,
These people are silly.
silly
Silly,
Billy,
silly, poopy Billy.
silly Billies.
Right, that's been it. That's been it, mate. Yeah, thanks for joining in. It was fun. I had fun.
Thanks for having me. Oh, can I plug my show? I need to plug
Yeah,
my
of course you can, mate. Of course you can.
So I'm doing a show called Bowling Alone. It's on from the 28th of May to the 31st of May at the Caxton Arms as part of the Brighton Fringe. Whoever's watching and listening to this, come along. It'll be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, if we get well, I mean, I think one of my videos has got 45 views, mate. So,
Oi, lovely.
uh,
This hell yeah.
mate, if
Have
all of
some
them came
fun,
to your
man.
show,
Hell yeah. 45 people definitely, mate.
good crowd, good crowd.
Mate, it's been fun though. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, that's no, you're welcome, man. I had a good time. And I'll see you. Are you at my gig this month?
Yeah, I'm at your gig at some time in April. I don't know when in April, but is at some point in April.
Yes, it'll be the 20 something, 24th of April.
24th of April. Got it. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah,
That's fun.
think I'm getting that one professionally filmed as well. So
How are you? Oi, oi,
yeah,
lovely.
just to try and turn it into some sort of like a ad, so put it on socials and stuff like that.
Oh, mate, yeah, that's a good idea, man.
Yeah, it is a new material night though, so don't feel you have to.
Oh, excellent. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I'll do some new stuff. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, do what you want, but yeah. Anyway, but yeah, cool, man. But cool, yeah. I'll see you. I'll see you. Yeah, this will be out like I don't know, a couple of weeks.
Cool. Cool,
All right,
man.
mate.
I'll see you.
All right. Good to see ya. Thanks for
You too,
playing.
man. No worries. Thanks for having me, man.
Cheers.
Take care.
You too.